Good evening, everyone. It is your master of ceremonies, Dak 908, aka the Dig Dug himself. Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, not a lot of people's here, so I'm not gonna say everything I need to say, but I will say this: thank you all for coming. Today is July 7th, 2020. Today might be the last day I have a chance to grind for Alatreon, so that's what we're going to do today. First, let me say hello to Heartless, Eddie, Larry, Ruby, Yo, Soup Jaggy, Shout outs to Ole Boy. How's it going, everyone? Without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so enough of that. Let me know if the game audio is too loud. You have to let me know. All right, just let me know these things. We are going to warm up. We have to warm up. Let's go look what the bounties are. I don't know if the bounties are still there. It was a couple of days since I last did them. Oh, we still got a day. So we got to go hunt one fanged wyvern. That's easy. So we'll just go hunt. What's a fanged wyvern you guys want to see me hunt right now? I'm leaving it to you. I know, shame, never skip leg day, but I don't know, I just skipped it today. Mind you, it wasn't even a full skip. Like, I left my, like, in order to get in, you need to have, like, this key with you. I left the key at home, and I told myself I'm not going to drive from work to home to the gym. That's too much gas, and I ain't rich, so one trip. Oh, so this is Teddy. Yo, shout out to the homie Teddy. I see you, bro. Hunt a Zinogre. Blah. All right. Let's see if anyone's fighting a Zinogre right now. Let's see. Also, I need to fix the latency. Nah, I should have picked ultra low latency. So that way, if I ask a question, you guys aren't hearing me ask this question 40 years in advance. Yeah, it's about a 10-second delay. That's kind of crazy. All right. You coming in? Feel free. If you guys want to come on in, feel free to do so. The information is at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, it's at the bottom of the screen. Come on down. Buckaroo, young diggy dugga, don't bite. I should note that we're playing on the PlayStation 4 today. So if you're an Xbox player, unfortunately, today is not your day. Alright, I'll just go ahead and head out. Get the fighting. Go ahead and get it started. By the way, is everything smooth? Is the stream fine? Is the audio fine? You gotta let me know these things, guys. Like, let me know if the game audio is okay. Let me know if my audio is okay. Let me know if the stream is looking smooth. You have to let me know these things. If there's any hiccups, anything you guys want me to actually just change, like, yo, Dak, the stream looks like butt cheeks, fix the stream, or you sound really weird, fix your microphone, or the game audio is too loud, fix that. You know, you gotta let me know these things, guys. All right, perfect. Thank you. The reason why I say this because I'm not watching the stream, so I don't know if things are loud or odd or anything like that. So you guys have to let me know. But thank you for letting me know that everything is good. You're on Xbox and PC? See, I have this game on PC, but funnily enough, I can't get it to like launch from Steam for whatever reason. I tried playing the other day and it won't let me launch from Steam. I don't understand why it's not letting me do that, but it's not letting me do that. Did I get the login bonuses? I did. I actually learned that even if you missed the login bonus for that particular day, just log in anyway and you get all the bonuses anyway. Because I missed the day on my Xbox, and then when I logged in the following day, I got the one that I missed and the one from the current day. So, yeah. Honestly, to be fair, the only two you're even gonna remotely need is the expert one they gave at first and the attack one they're going to give later. The rest of them, I'm pretty sure you already have these exact decorations floating around. I mean, I do. Like the bolt, the steam, the bolt, the stream, the blaze, the dragon ones, they're like my 10th of each. So I'm not too worried about those. I'm more so trying to get the others. I uninstalled and reinstalled and it didn't do anything. But I may try it again. I don't know. If you guys have any other methods to fix my game not launching from Steam, let me know. Like I'd tap it, I'd hit the button to open it. The Steam window will briefly flash saying starting Steam and blah 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 whatever. It flashed briefly and then nothing would happen. I even tried launching it from my AMD like I don't know if you have an AMD graphics card or AMD hardware, it has like this what do you call it? It's like the Radeon software that lets you do stuff. I don't know. But you can launch games from it too. So I tried launching it from there and it did the exact same thing. It's a launch game. I pressed launch game and it said it was playing and then it would just stop and then nothing would happen. Where the heck am I going? This is an ogre. Okay. Sinogar is on this half of the map, if I'm not mistaken. Am I excited? The answer is no. There he is. I'm not so excited for this month. Actually, you know what? I am. I'm going to tell you why I am. Do you guys remember the last time I uploaded a YouTube video? Exactly. I actually went back and I haven't uploaded a video. Wow, I got the audio coming from my monitor. That's a no-no. Okay, but I've uploaded no videos this month, 2 videos last month, 2 videos the month before that, and I think 2 videos the month before that. So for a grand total of like 6 videos in like a lot of months. Like seriously, a lot of months. It didn't work when I shot it the first time for whatever reason. Oh well. So honestly, I'm excited that he's back because it means I get to make a video. Like, I said I would retire from making those kinds of videos because I got tired of doing them. And my God, am I actually like missing doing those? So, I don't know. I'm actually excited that he's back so that way I can make a video like I used to teach you guys how to hunt and whatnot. Because it's been a while. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. I got a lot of video ideas, but no completed videos. I mean, I literally have 3 videos that I'm currently working on right now, and none of them are like close to being done. I guess that's what happens when I have videos that span more than 1 day of actual work. What is my thoughts on Frostfang Barioth? Well, I don't really have any thoughts on it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't actually have any thoughts on it. It's a monster. It's a variant of Barioth. I actually like Barioth, so it's cool. Yeah, I guess that's just that. I think it's cool. I'm not like super excited for it. It's not knocking off any socks. All my socks are firmly in place. I'm good. Let me jump off. Jump off of him. Jump off. He's gonna run out of stamina. Yeah, I'm playing on PlayStation 4, and the videos that I have been making, they're videos I've actually really wanted to make. So I guess that's the cool thing. I haven't made videos as often as I used to, but the videos I'm making are videos that I actually wanted to make, so that's cool. No, I wanted to make a video about the top 10 locations. I wanted to make a video where I spoke about how different monster hunters like got into the community and things like that. I wanted to make all these videos. It's just I need to hurry the hell up on making these videos. By the way, for those wondering, we are still doing gauntlets. That's a fact. We're still doing gauntlets. To be exact, though, we're actually almost done with the GU gauntlet. So we skipped 4U because I couldn't get enough people to do the 4U gauntlet, and we went ahead to do the GU gauntlet, and we're almost done with it. We literally only have deviants. That is it. We have 15 more monsters, and all 94 monsters will be dead. So we're like, what? Like 79 monsters in, or something like that. I don't know. So all we gotta do is deviants. After deviants, I'll get the editing on the video, and then we're good. It'll probably, I want to say it'll take me an entire weekend to edit the gauntlet, because it is a lot of footage. My word, you guys don't understand. Like, it was 13 hours of footage, or 11 hours of footage for the first gauntlet. This one, there's double the amount of monsters. Granted, not double the footage because the hunts weren't as long, but it's still a lot of footage to go through. So it's gonna take like an entire weekend, maybe more, to get that footage edited properly. Yo, what a witch dog. That's a pretty good idea. I mean, I could. I'm not opposed to the idea. Yeah, I'm okay with that idea. I like that. Top 10 favorite brute wyverns. Yeah, you know, I could do that. Like, those videos are, I call, like, small. I could do those videos. They're, like, small time. So that way, it'll be something to make, like, while I'm working on much larger videos. Yeah, I could do that. Now, the real question is, who do we get to edit those videos? Do we get Roxas to edit the videos, where he has, like, all the subtitles and everything? Or do you want me to edit the videos where everything looks very dry and and almost professional, if you will? Alright, see you later, yo. Thanks for coming through, you know, short time in which you did. Alright. Hold on, let me get that. Need that. Thank you. Always gotta have some slinger pods on deck. You say you don't care, but I mean, you're the ones who are gonna be watching the video, so I kind of want to get your input. I was gonna stop, but then I got hit. It ruined my escape. Man, he's been doing the dunks a lot, yo. No. Layered armor doesn't knock my socks off. Honestly, I never even seen it. Like, the developer diary thing, I haven't even looked at it yet. Developer diary, what is it, 6? I haven't even seen it. So, everyone knows and seen stuff that I haven't known or seen. I never watched the developer diaries. I genuinely don't honestly care. All I care about is, like, put the monster in the game, let me fight the thing already. Granted, I should watch and I should care, but I haven't seen it. So anything that's in it, I don't even know. So honestly, I don't know what to say about Frostfang Barrioth because I haven't even seen Frostfang Barrioth. And layered armor doesn't really appeal to me. Honestly, like a lot of the layered armor that a lot of people like the Wiggler hat and all the other stuff that... Aw, crap. I can't believe I still had health for that, yo. Dang. Like, people like it for the memes and everything. I don't really like memes like that, so... I don't care. The only layered armor that they ever made that I like is the literal one that I'm wearing right now. And it's just ingot armor. I like the way ingot armor looks in this game. It is honestly the coolest looking armor for me. I prefer it. It's my layered armor for seriously everything. I'm a very boring kind of guy, so I apologize. You guys were hoping for much more. Did I run? I did run out of stamina. Yeah. I think I'll be trying Cyberpunk 2077. I don't know, honestly. I might. I'll have to see. I don't know. The game, nothing about the game sticks out to me immediately, but I still may get it though. Why? What's up? And he has not been angry for very long. Yo, GG's. Like, the Cyberpunk game looks pretty good. I won't lie, it does look pretty good. But it doesn't look like a game that I would usually play. You know what I mean? It just doesn't look like my personal... Honestly, had everyone not hyped that game up somehow, like... Yeah, had anyone had no one rather hype that game up, I would have never known about it and I would have never played it not a second in my life. Because honestly, I was confused. Like when they showed it E3, I was under the impression that people have already heard about the game before. Like, because everyone was like, oh my god, it's Cyberpunk 2020, whatever, blah blah. Like, is this like a franchise or something? Like, I've never heard of this. Is it a franchise? Look, stop eating me, you damn monster, you. I don't know, it does seem like a cool game though. Who knows? I'll put it like this. It might be one of my first Xbox Series X. God, that's a terrible name. Xbox Series X. That's the stupidest name I've ever heard in my life. It honestly is a bad name. But yeah, it might be one of my first games for it. Because I am going to get that console. I am going to get the PlayStation 5 as well. But I'm eventually going to get both consoles. I still don't know which one I'm going to get first, though. I'm thinking maybe the PlayStation 5. Well, see, when Watch Dogs first came out, no one knew about it, but everyone was hyped for it because that trailer was, I'm sorry, real or fake, that trailer was awesome. You know, it was just fantastic. So, I mean, I can't fault anyone for that. But for the Cyberpunk thing, kind of felt like everyone already knew about it. So I didn't know if it was like a pre-existing franchise or something. I don't know. I guess that might just be it. They saw the studio, the same guys that made The Witcher, and they were like, yep, that's for me. I'm buying it. So maybe. Bro, I'm getting tossed. Damn. I'm not gonna lie, the fact that I'm not dead baffles me. I've literally been hit with every single thing I could be hit by. I mean, I've been streaming on YouTube before Twitch. Like, I stream to YouTube. Not as often as Twitch, mind you, because I like to really use YouTube as a platform to create unique content, upload it, like, uniquely. Whereas Twitch is just like, I'm playing a video game, watch me play a video game, you know? And maybe we could play together. Oh, I know where it went. Honestly, I don't really play anything on Xbox. Like, I have an Xbox. Honestly, I play what I didn't get on my PlayStation 4 on my Xbox. Yeah, that's genuinely, literally it. Honestly. Xbox exclusive, 100% trash. PlayStation exclusives, 100% not my type of thing. So, they're both just boxes that play games for me. Like, PlayStation has, I don't know, what, Last of Us or something like that? Mind you, I didn't like the game even before all this befuddling or whatever. I always thought the game was middling at best. Uncharted, not really a fan, honestly. I mean, there's Ratchet and Clank, among other things, but that's about it. Do I play Generations Ultimate? Unfortunately, I do. Yes, unfortunately, I play Generations Ultimate. I say unfortunately because I hate that game. I'm actually making a video right now where I fight every single monster in that game with a friend in one video. It's gonna be a long video, probably a couple hours. I'm thinking it'll be a 2.5 hour video, maybe a 3 hour video. I don't know. It's really long. I know people don't want to sit there and watch that, so I don't know. I might make it just 2 hours. It's fun though, because it's like me and a friend, or friends actually. This video was made weirdly. Like, it was supposed to be like everybody sit down and play the game all day, but then stuff happened, so it ended up being multiple different sessions. So it's like me and a friend, then it'll be me and a series of friends, and it'll be just me and a friend again. You know, it's still cool though. Why don't I like Generations Ultimate? I think it is the lamest of all the games. I didn't like the styles, I didn't like the arts. They literally gave us two, okay? Two, count them again, 2 new unique monsters. Just two. So it was just more of the same game that I've already had. And it was a game I didn't really like that much. And also because I played that same game 4 times. I played both the English and the Japanese versions of both games. I played Cross, I played Generations, I played Double Cross, and I played Generations Ultimate. And I had to make 3 different characters. Only one got transferred over properly. That would be my American character. My Japanese character didn't get transferred properly, so I had to play the game all over again. It was rough. It was rough. Yeah, it just wasn't the same game. Like, the arts were, I don't know, we just didn't need the arts. The styles were kind of okay, but in my opinion, I kind of felt like you should just made the weapons work like that anyway. You know what I mean? Like, if there was something, if you had a really cool idea for the greatsword, why don't, instead of making a style, just kind of put it in the greatsword. Make the greatsword kind of work like that, you know? Or for the lance, you have a cool idea with the lance or whatever, just kind of make that a thing. Guard points for the greatsword, excuse me, for the gun lance, kind of make that a thing, you know? Just do it. That was my problem with styles. If it was cool, just give it to the weapon right up, or straight up. Stop beating around the bush. And the arts was never a good idea. I never thought arts were a good idea. Yeah, Gabe, there was no diversity. Bro, I don't know if you guys know this, but there are 94 monsters in Generations Ultimate. 94. That is the most monsters in a Monster Hunter game to date, okay? Main series, I should say. So don't be like, yo, Frontier has 1 billion, but it is the highest count of monsters in a actual mainstays Monster Hunter game. 94. They literally only gave us 2 new monsters. Just 2. Valstrax and Bobby Digital. That is it, okay? American Airlines and Mantis. That is literally it. Just those guys. Yo, huzzah! It is I. Yo, the deviant, the deviant system was trash. Let's flat out not talk about the deviant system. It was doo doo. Okay, so we killed Zinogre. I'm nice and warmed up. Dead Zinogre, warmed up Dak. Let me collect these bounties. Let me collect the juice. Now that these bounties are collected, well, this is what we're gonna have to do. Okay? This is what we're gonna do. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so I need money. If you look in the top right corner of the screen, $227,155 is all I have. Now, if you look at the very bottom, my defense is 1,011. And it needs to be higher than that. My defense needs to be higher than that. The armor I'm wearing, if you guys are interested in what armor I'm wearing, it's full bracky. I'm wearing, this is my gun lance set. I literally feel as if this is just as good as it's gonna get for gun lancing. It's full bracky. My skills are Agitator 7, Artillery 5, Guard 5, Recovery up 3, Blast Attack 3, which is negligible. I can move that around. I don't really care about Blast Attack too much. Weakness Exploit 3, Focus 3, Geologist 3, that's for guiding lands. Health Boost 2, because I seen a post where someone said if you're not rocking Health Boost 3, you're a retard. I'm like, bet. So I started running Health Boost 2 just to spite those people. So yeah, if you ever wondered, Dak, why are you only running 2 points in the Health Boost? It's to spite people who think they know everything. That's why. Holla at your boy. 1 point in the critical boost, Fortify, Constitution, flinch free, guard up, and offensive guard. That's this gun lance set. I may or may not change literally anything on the set. When we fight Alatreon, I will change out Geologist because it's kind of just sitting there not being useful. I will get rid of Blast Attack because I won't be using a blast weapon. And then I'll probably put in some other stuff, maybe fix some things. But nevertheless, this is the armor set. It's going to be full bracky. Yeah, so I need to finish augmenting this set. There are certain pieces that are fully augmented, like the arms. I think the legs. Yeah, the arms and the legs are fully maxed out, but we need to do the waist, the chest, and the head piece. Once we get those all the way maxed out, the armor will be perfect, and I'll be donezo. So what we need to do is we need to acquire a large amount of armor spheres as quick as possible. The money can come second, but you can't buy armor spheres. You can sell stuff, you can't buy armor spheres. So question is, does anybody know how to acquire a large amount of armor spheres quickly? And if you do, would you be so kind as to let me know, so that way we can grind for these armor spheres? Hello there. Oh yeah, the steam machine, that's right. Let me scroll because I'm pretty sure people are asking me questions. Let me see. What do I think about new weapons in Monster Hunter? You mean like new weapon types? What monster I find the hardest to fight in Iceborne? Vanilla Ice. I find Vanilla Ice the hardest to fight in Iceborne for sure. Gives me the most run for my money. That is 100% facts. I have a tough time. It's not impossible, but I do have a tough time fighting that monster. In base world, it was absolutely and emphatically there was no beating around the bush. It was Lunastra. Lunastra was the toughest monster to fight in base world. Everyone knows it. Granted, after a while, you kind of get your rocks off and you got it. But you know. Just sell parts. Yeah, I'm gonna sell parts. I ain't really too worried about the money. I'm more so worried about the armor spheres. See, Alatreon may be right around the corner, but it is still my least favorite monster to ever exist. So we will see how I feel about fighting that monster. I'm probably gonna hate it. I've hated this monster for 10 years now. 10 years! I've hated this monster for 10 years. Who knows? Maybe I'll like him. Probably not, but we'll see. New weapon types would be welcome. I will accept new weapon types. I'll accept another impact type. Honestly, yeah, I'd be with that. But I want it to be something completely new. I don't want it to be something that's pre-existing. I want it to be something that they wholly made brand new. I don't know, bro. My hate for Alatreon is so high. I don't know if it can even go any higher. It's just, I wish it was dead all the time. Oh, sorry, you guys are waiting on me. I didn't eat, so I just remember that. Two questions. Gabe has two questions. Have I ever played Dark Souls? The answer to that is yes. I absolutely hate Dark Souls. And my favorite Elder Dragon is Shenmue. I hate Dark Souls so much. I hate me some Dark Souls. It makes me rage so much. And it's not even like real rage. It's more so I'm irritated. And it's an annoyance, if anything. It's like minor setback the game. It literally is minor setback the game, and I'm so mad because that's literally what it is. You need my answer? What was your question, Reaper? I may have missed it. I apologize. Would I take new weapons over a new monster? That's a tough question. That is a very tough question. Whew. Probably a new weapon, because I can get more mileage out of that than I could a new monster. Because the new monster, once you fight it one time, it's not new anymore. But if you have a new weapon, you can fight every monster with that weapon and see how it works with that monster. So I feel like I can get a little bit more mileage out of a new weapon than I would a new monster. Yo, Witch Dog, I don't know if I can even get Monster to run on my PC right now. It's just not doing that. Avocado and sandwich. I don't like the taste of avocado. It doesn't really taste like much, so I don't know. I don't really like avocado. I've had it. I've had things with avocado in it. It's just whatever to me. Like, if I had to give like a number, I'd give it a 5. It could be in there, it could not be in there. I'll probably, if it's already there, it's there. But if they ask me, I'm probably gonna say don't put it on my sandwich. And if it's like really cold and my sandwich is kind of warm, I'm just gonna take it off because avocado is usually kind of cold. I don't know. I'm just very indifferent. Like, my family, a lot of people in my family will just straight up eat the avocado. Actually, that's how I've always known avocado to be eaten until, like, you know, I guess like Chick-fil-A or I don't know, whatever. But like, my family, we're from the islands, so we would just eat the avocado. Like, people eat apples, we would just eat the avocado. Like, flat out. There wasn't no cooking it. There wasn't no making guacamole. It was just, you skin it, you eat it. Flat out. So, I don't know, slightly different, I guess. What is my favorite black dragon? Favorite black dragon. Is Dire Morales a black dragon? Because if so, him. And mostly it's because he's like slow Crimson Fatalis. And Crimson Fatalis gets on my nerves, but it's like, what if Crimson Fatalis was slower and you could fight it underwater? And I love underwater combat, so it's Dire Morales. That's my favorite black dragon. If he's a black dragon, question mark, I think so. Yeah, grapefruit sized avocado sounds impressive, actually. I should heal. I don't know, I've never had avocado with salt because I just don't need avocado like that. Wait, MHU was that question? Oh, well, I don't like MHU that much. I am making a very big video for it, a massive video for MHU, but I don't really like it that much. Mind you, let me clear the air a bit better. I don't like Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate that much. It's not a bad game. It's just my least favorite Monster Hunter game. Like, if every Monster Hunter game made like straight A's, Generation Ultimate would be the first B. It's not bad. It's just, it didn't get an A. That's literally it. Yo, what's up, Nadox? How are you, bro? Pineapple juice or watermelon juice? I love pineapple juice. I'd rather eat a watermelon. Yeah, I would rather eat a watermelon, but I prefer pineapple juice. That extra tang, that extra, I like that. That citrusy. I mean, citrus just has this beautiful, delicious kind of thing. But eating a pineapple is a guilty pleasure, because I'll eat the entire pineapple and it will like make your mouth really raw, and I would eat it to the point to where my gums would bleed because I'm stupid. You created an entire document regarding your thoughts on Generations Ultimate? Wow, I should probably do the same thing. No, I don't. Okay, where did you guys get that from? Where did you get putting salt on watermelon? Like, why do you do that? Like, who does that? Oh, I know people do it, but like, why? Why do you put salt on? Why do you put anything on fruit? Why can't you just eat the damn fruit? You guys have to understand, I'm an islander, okay? I'm from the islands. Like, I'm not gonna say which, it doesn't matter. Everyone just says Jamaica, and I disagree with them because they don't know other islands outside of Jamaica. But basically put, I am an islander. I am from the islands. You know, so like eating fruit is literally, we eat fruit. That's just what we do. And I literally have never heard of putting salt on watermelon until I like came to America and started seeing people do it. Like as I grew up, as I got older, because as a kid, that was never, not in my house, not in my house. I just find it so weird. Oh, it's a southern thing. Okay, I guess that makes sense. But then again, yeah. But yeah, I don't put anything on my watermelon. I just eat the watermelon. Yeah, the substance that pineapples produce that burns your mouth, I love that feeling. It burns and it hurts and it feels so good. Like I remember one evening, they were selling, I was at Walmart, they were selling pineapples for a quarter. 25 cents for a pineapple. I bought like 30, okay? And I sat down and ate 2 pineapples that night. Like, it burned, it cut my gums, they were bleeding. Like, I would eat the pineapple and then spit and there'd just be nothing but blood. I don't know. It wasn't a very smart thing to do, but I did it. Where'd it go? The fuck? What is it? Where is it? Oh, it's flying. Okay. Please, won't someone think of the children? Who is putting salt on watermelon? I don't understand what's going on here. Yes, Nadox. Go out of your way, share with me on Discord so that way I can compare notes. compares to why I don't like it. Maybe I should make a what do you guys think of a video of me actually sitting down, collecting my thoughts as to why I think Generous Ultimate is a bad game, then making that video, and then releasing it right after I do the GU Gauntlet? Might be a pretty good idea, honestly. Like, I was genuinely gonna make a top 10 least favorite Elder Dragons list the day that Alatreon came out, because, you know, he's definitely there. I'm still thinking about doing it, though. It wouldn't be hard. It wouldn't be like a top 10. I don't really hate that many. Like a top 5. What do I think of Nakarkos? Yo, I legitimately thought Nakarkos was bad because he was incredibly boring to fight. But then again, like, as I was going through doing the Generation Ultimate Gauntlet, if you guys understand, like, the Gauntlet is like an endurance test. Again, you sit down and you fight every monster in the game. You look at monsters in a different light when you do this, okay? Take some time out for yourself and attempt, like, a Gauntlet. Like, tell yourself, I'm going to kill every Elder Dragon today. In one sitting, you'll have newfound respect. Nevertheless, so while we were fighting Nakarkos, I was thinking Nakarkos is incredibly slept on. No one is uttering my man's name. He's the most forgetful Elder Dragon to exist. Next to, like, Yama. Like, there's no following. No one talks about him. No one wears any of his armor. No one really uses any of his weapons. He's just forgotten. And it's a shame. So, I originally was like, my man is very boring, but he's by far, like, the most unique fight, like, ever, though. In terms of uniqueness, it's right there with Bobby Digital. 100% right there with Bobby Digital in terms of unique fight. I do have an unhealthy obsession with pineapple. It's kind of nuts. Thoughts on Frontier? Never played Frontier. I have no thoughts. I will say, though, that it was amazing. They even got that game to run for as long as it did. So, shout outs to the people who played, and shout outs to them for running it. However, it just wasn't my cup of tea. I don't know, it required me to play things on PC, VPNs, so on and so forth. It was just kind of tough to get into. Language patches, blah, blah, blah. But there were a lot of really cool monsters on there, though. I'm not going to sit and pretend there weren't cool monsters in Frontier. I actually have seltzer flavored pineapple juice. Believe it or not, Doc, I have seltzer flavored pineapple juice, or pineapple flavored seltzer juice. I think that's how you do it. See, I really like his armor, well, his weapons though. Like, he has, oh man, most of you guys don't know what the hell I'm gonna start talking about. Okay, he has the granola armor and the granola weapons with the milkman armor and the milkman weapons. In vanilla, actually in vanilla both are pretty nice. Granola had that incredibly high attack and you could run bludgeoner with it. That was cool. People were doing that. The only problem is that it had that negative affinity that a lot of people didn't like. But given Generations Ultimate, that negative affinity is, you know, negligible because, whoo, look at all the armor spheres. It's negligible because of the, what's it called? That ability that pretty much makes negative affinity a good affinity. Then you had the Milkman armor. I don't remember what it does. I just know that the granola bar armor was like resentment and resuscitate and like all that cool stuff. It was actually pretty cool. Pretty niche. I should say not niche. It was pretty niche. It was definitely pretty gimmicky in terms of like armor and skills and whatnot. But if you can get it to work, it was basically, what's his face? It was basically American Airlines armor, but without American Airlines. It was the closest thing you could probably get to that with all the additional attack buffs, if you will. The Milkman armor, I don't remember what the heck it does. All I know is that the weapons, they were pretty cool because they had incredibly long amounts of blue sharpness. And at the time in vanilla, that was quite useful. But, you know, once you get the GU, it's not that useful. Yo, Savage Devil Joe was the plug in this game. Because, like, if you're fighting any monster and he shows up, that hunt just became a two-man hunt. By two-man, I mean Joe walked up and was like, hey, yo, what's good? Thoughts on what the returning monster would be for the next update? Okay. The returning monster is going to have to be one of two things, I believe. It could be one of the three things I'm going to propose, but it has to be one of the two things. One, it has to be an Elder Dragon. Two, it has to be a tier 4 normal monster, aka like a pseudo legendary, if you will. Double aka basically Devil Joe, Rajang. Who else fits in that category? Devil Joe, Rajang, Sergios, I guess. The reason why is because there's this beautiful thing called power creep. If you keep releasing DLC monsters that are much stronger than the one afterwards, you're going to get to the point to where if you go down that power level, it's going to become really lackluster and not really worth the effort. So I'm thinking it's going to be another monster that's on par with them. So it could be something like Molten Tigrex, honestly, in terms of like a regular monster, or another Elder Dragon. So, or it could be auntie or uncle. That's facts. That's facts. Yo, bring back uncle and we in there. If they bring back uncle, I got nothing bad to say about this game. No more. No more ill will be said for this game. Just straight good. If you don't, uncle is my nickname for Yukon Los, by the way. I should say. Also, I said a lot of nicknames earlier. American Airlines is my nickname for Valstrax. Bobby Digital is my nickname for Altalka, the Mantis. Granola Armor is my nickname for Narcarcos Bone Armor. And Milkman is my nickname for the Astral Armor that he also has, because he has 2 sets of armor. Granola Bar is Narcarcos. I have a lot of nicknames. I apologize for not like clarifying for those who didn't know. Sure. Wait, is this... Hold on, it's set to... adjust output. Let's go normal output. No. No, whatever. Let's just do it. But yeah, that's what I feel. I feel that it's gonna be either... It's either going to be a monster that's on par in their power level of like an Elder Dragon. So something like Molten Tigrex, if they want to bring back another variant. Because think about it. We've had Furious, Raging, Frostbarioth. That's 3 variants in a row. We can get Molten. That's not quite a variant. It's a subspecies, I believe. But strong enough. You know what I mean? Literally. Or is it a rare species? I can't remember. It's strong enough. It'll literally get the job done. So, they can do that. They could also do, an Elder Dragon. So, let's say... Oh, wait. They could do Auntie or Uncle, a Cantor or Yukon Los. But for Elder Dragon, we could get Chameleos back. We could get something like, Shaggy. You guys know Shaggy, right? We could get Shaggy back. We could get a multitude of different monsters, who's to say? Why is Green Narg not in Iceborne? Because they don't like nice things. Green Narg's actually pretty dope. Wait, so that was 2. Number 3 would be... Actually, yeah, number 3 would be they just release another what was it? Another flagship monster. Yeah, they would just literally release another flagship monster. Another flagship would be, it could be Sergios, it could be Gormagala. Who else is here that hadn't been here yet? We got Bracky, we got Gnar, we got Tigris, we got Kush, we got Rathalos. Yo, if they want to blow my socks off, yo, they would introduce Laggy. They would bring back Laggy. I think Laggy be the only flagship left to bring, so. Like, seriously, Laggy is the last flagship that could actually make its way into this game. Every other flagship is in this game. Every single one. For the first game, it's Rathalos. For the second game, it's, what you call it? There's Kush, there's Nargacuga, and there's Tigrex. For the second gen. For third gen, we have Zinogre and Bracky in. For fourth gen, we have Sergios, and Gormagala. We already have Glavenus, who's holding down the Fated 4. So, you know, there's quite a few, but who's to say? I would also say an Elder Dragon because of the theme of how, you know, this is an Elder Dragon heavy game. But in terms of like other options, there's only a slight amount of options, a slight few variable and top options. Honestly, I don't want Laggy either unless we can go underwater. If we can't go underwater, I don't really want to fight Laggy, honestly. Fatalis doesn't really use a Leviathan skin, but I don't know. Yo, we got the Serious Handler. Yo, I love the Serious Handler because she's not stupid. Literally, because she's not stupid, I like her. She's not a very exciting character. It's just that she's a better character because the other character is just bad. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even say the lesser of two evils. More so like the one that's not evil versus the one that's just annoying as hell. The new monster be a variant of Nargacuga. That variant would be... I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend. That variant would be pretty sick. Because we all know who that variant is. That variant is Buckaroo. The Lucent. It'd be Lucent Nargacuga. Yo, I'd be okay if they played us and gave us Kongala. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bro, Gravios would be kind of sick. I'd be okay with Gravios. Feel like you're being watched? Well, I technically am. You guys are watching me. I want Giganox as well. I'm not gonna pretend. I want Giganox. Give me Giganox. I'd love a Giganox. Lucent is a rare species, yes. Alright, so... I gotta go back and clean up my guild cards. Alright, so what are we gonna do now? Let's do some stuff, guys. I don't care what it is. Do you guys want to do some guiding lands? We could do some guiding lands if you want. I'm okay with guiding lands if you guys want to do some guiding lands. If you don't want to do guiding lands, that's fine. We can do whatever you guys want to do. Just post something.
Having a good evening?
I'm actually 100% okay with guiding lands. Like, I actually low-key, high-key, mid-key want to do guiding lands. I'm not even going to sit here and pretend. Are we missing most? You know, wait a minute, Doc, you were literally on to something, bucko. What elements / status are we missing the most? Because I mean, in base world, we were we was low on some stuff, but then they very much came and recouped those things. So that's a good way to figure out who's coming next. Like what weapon, what element are we missing? Have you had like a hunathon? Like from back in the day? I did do a couple of those. You wanna head out, Larry? Thank you so much for coming, bro. It was dope. I hope to see you again soon. It's mostly sleep. We got 2 paras, I believe, but we ain't got no sleep. I wouldn't say we're gonna get that much Narg love. I mean, Narg literally already got boosted. Now, Narg at one point was a tier 2 monster. Like, don't forget, Narg was a tier 2 monster at one point. They boosted him back to tier 3, where he should be. He is the flagship, so he's okay. Narg gets a lot of love. He does get a lot of love, but I think we're not bound for another Narg type monster in a while. Not before we don't get another Rathalos type monster. I don't think he's gonna beat out my mans first, because right now him and Rathalos, they're tied because they have equal amount of monster types. You have Narg and Rathalos. You have Azure and Green. You have Silver and Lucent. You have Dread King and what was the English name? Silverwind. I keep thinking White Gale. So they're tick for tack. So we'd probably have to wait until like they get another form for Rathalos, maybe. Wait, who are we fighting? Not Rathalos. Devil Joe. Where's Devil Joe? There you are. Bro, I'd be okay with the Barroth variant. Yo, Barroth is slept on. I love Barroth. Such a cool monster. Whoa, dig up, hold on. The might, his armor, and you have a met. Got the strong for 2-man. And the flames for showing off. Arturo, if you don't speak English, just do it in your native language and I'll Google Translate it for you, bro. Cause I don't know what you're trying to say there. I apologize. I don't really know what you're trying to say there. Oh, I see what you mean now. Okay. Smasher, I see what you mean now. Narg is the only one that is just raw. There's no subspecies, no variants of any kind. It's just raw. I got you now. Out of all the flagships, yeah. You're right. Well, there's only just Kush. There's no rested Kush right now. Is there rested Kush? Yo, the monster's gonna be rested Kush. That's gonna be sick. Imagine rusted Kush coming back. Oh my god, I'd be up for that. I'd be 100% up for a rusted Kush. So don't sleep on rusted Kush. It'll be the last thing you do. Why is the camera? What happened to me? Okay, I guess I had to get hit. My character was having a heart attack. Thank you, Amber Alert. Thank you. Thank you. Jesus. Wow, that was loud. The fish boy play. Oh, now I'm lagging? Whoa. Yo, what is happening? I don't think we're gonna get Plesioth. There's no reason to have Plesioth. There's nowhere to put him. I think that's the problem. We're not gonna get Plessy because there's nowhere to put him. There's like just nowhere to put him. Like if they do that, they'd have to invent a whole new area with like more water, you know? Yeah, thank you, Arturo. Bro, I will pay lots of actual US dollars. Like, if Capcom was like, okay, we'll make underwater, but it's 50 bucks. Yo, I have never spent $50 so fast. If they flat out told me that we'll put underwater combat in Monster Hunter, but it's gonna cost $120, I would pay 120 US dollars for underwater combat. I don't care. Like, it'll be me and 2 other people, and I'm okay with that. I will pay that money handedly. Like, you guys don't understand. I'm paying for that money. I'm paying that money right now. You know, for what it's worth, this Devil Joe isn't beating me up as bad as that Zenogre did. That Zenogre was beating me up, yo. I was getting completely destroyed by that Zenogre. I'm surprised I hadn't carded yet. And I don't know, probably eagle-eyed among you, the eagle-eyed ones, if you will, would note that I don't have my HUD. There's no HUD to speak of. If you ask me, Dak, what's your current health? I don't know. You get to the point, well, I get to the point in every game where I'm just guessing. I'm literally guessing over and over and over and over again. If you guys look at literally all my videos except my world ones. The world ones were the only ones where I never ran no HUD because, well, honestly, the reason why I ran no HUD, not because I'm pretentious, even though I slightly am, is because the HUD itself was so big and obstructive that I tend to, like, really hate looking at it, so I would not run it. I would take it off so I can see the actual game. And in World made a much smaller HUD, easier to see, so I didn't really need to see it all the time. So it didn't bother me much. But then, I don't know, I took it off one day and I never put it back on. Because it takes me back to how I used to play. So yeah, we're gonna play no HUD from now on. Because why not, right? Yo, 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 Alejandro. How do I like the hunt so far? Honestly, I've always like hunted Devil Joe. Devil Joe hunts are always fun. It's a good hunt. It's definitely a good hunt. He's keeping me on my toes. That's for sure. I've been beaten up, but I've been beating him as well. I haven't really had any like really good instances, but I haven't had any really bad ones either, so you know, that's kind of tick for tack, I suppose. We ain't earned the money yet. I don't make a lot of money. We ain't earned the money yet. Yo, Gen 6 probably will have underwater combat. I'm excited for that. However, I will say that due in part to the nature of how this game works now, the 5th generation might be prolonged just as long as the 4th generation was. If you guys don't remember, the 4th generation went on for 2 sequences. It went on, okay, the 4th generation started with 4, obviously. And then there was 4 Ultimate. And then there was Gen. And there was Generations Ultimate. So the 4th generation went on for about 5 years, give or take. This generation, the 5th gen, might do the exact same. I mean, we got Iceborne. Who's to say that we won't get like some other thing? Again, we run into the power creep problem though. Like, my defense is 1,000. Who's to say that by the end of all of this, my defense will be 1,500 because they introduced some new monster with much higher stats or something. So, you know, I don't know. There's a chance that it may work like that. There's a chance that it won't prolong itself with the same one game. But there's a possibility that the 5th generation might end up being prolonged as well. Who knows? Yeah, we not talking about stories, okay? Ain't nobody talking about stories. Honestly, them not going back to underwater combat is literally cutting them off from so much. Like, when they started the 3rd generation, if you guys remember, Tri only had 18 monsters in the game. 15 of those 18 monsters were brand new monsters. So that's huge. That's absolutely just massive in terms of like percentages, mind. And in 3U, there's I forgot the number, like 50 monsters. Quite a few were returning monsters, but a great deal were new monsters in it of themselves as well. But the coolest thing to really note was that the introduction of a whole new monster type being Leviathans. The fact that you can actually fight monsters on land as well as underwater opened a whole new slew of monster types to actually be benefited from. And even some of the older ones that we couldn't really fight in the natural habitats, we had the chance to do so as well. So that was kind of cool too. So what I'm really trying to get at here is there is so much potential to be had for fighting monsters that, you know, who aren't on land, who aren't plant-based, who aren't on the ground. You know what I mean? So once we get some more variety in our monsters with some underwater stuff, maybe more Leviathans, maybe it's more Piscean Wyverns, maybe some new type of underwater type of thing, who knows? I mean, you could want Gen and Generation Ultimate to be the 5th generation, but it's not, because Capcom flat out said that this Iceborne Monster Hunter World was the 5th generation. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, the Gen and Gen Ultimate was flat out on the exact 4th gen engine. And the stories was basically Pokemon Go, or it was just its own little foray into an RPG. I mean, I can't even be mad at it. It was a pretty cool thing to do. You know, I'm kind of glad they did do it. It meant that they can try other things, and they can do a pretty decent job at those other things. But Abyssal Laggy would be fun to actually have to come back. I'd be very much down for Abyssal Laggy. Why are we out here Yo, stop capturing monsters. For the love of God, just stop capturing monsters, please. Like, you're doing me a disservice, okay, by capturing these damn things. I hate capturing monsters so much. It ruins the momentum of my life. Underwater combat is not too hard to fight monsters in. It's not. It's not that hard at all. The problem is you guys. By you guys, I mean like it's not like your fault. It's more like people didn't want to adapt to underwater combat at the point in time, which honestly was a huge bummer. Like, underwater combat was fine. The problem was it could have just been tweaked. It was an experiment. They tried it one time, and no one really gave it the, like, okay, have you ever tried to do something and you failed the first time, and you're like, yo, it wasn't a full failure, but it wasn't perfect. So you just regather yourself and then go at it again until you get it, right? Usually you get it the second or maybe even the third time. As it stands, I kind of feel like underwater combat should be tried again. It wasn't bad. There were just certain things that need to be tweaked, obviously. For the most part, like, my biggest complaint, if I even have one, I don't really, but I guess the complaint I can give to the community is the fact that a lot of people's weapons worked pretty bad underwater. I use lance and gun lance. My weapons worked the exact same on land as they did underwater. But other weapons were very, very, very bad underwater. So I can kind of see where a lot of people were frustrated in that regard. So if they could fix that, kind of fix how the weapons work a little bit underwater so that way they each feel like fair. I think the biggest issue with like the sword and shield and the dual blades was that they already lack range. And their biggest thing was for them to jump out and like get to the monster. They kind of took that away in the underwater combat, and the fact that it was 3 dimensions of fighting, it was kind of hard to like consistently land those attacks with these weapons. So if they could just kind of fix that, make it to where the range is extended a little bit easier, or like there's a bit more extra movement in some of the like attacks, it would fix that in my regard. I feel like that's the main thing it should really focus on if they're to fix anything. I wouldn't say everything. Sword and shield was bad. Dual blades was bad. Well, let's just do the ones that were good. Great sword was decent. Hammer was still good. Lance was good. Lance was the best, actually. Lance was the literal best weapon underwater. It didn't change at all. So great sword was good. Hammer was good. Lance was good. Great sword was good. Oh, excuse me. Gun lance was good. Switch axe was good. Long sword was fantastic, actually. What else is there? The bow was actually good, believe it or not. It was actually pretty good underwater. It needed better shots, honestly. It just fixed the shots a bit. There's 14 weapon types. Half of them were good. The other half were questionable. How many weapon types are there? How many weapon types are there? I can't remember. Well, Insect Glaive and Charge Blade didn't exist at the time, so we'll exclude those two. Dang, I gotta be missing something. Hold on, I gotta go look at my guild card. I know I'm missing a weapon or two. Probably a weapon I've never used. Ah, hunting horn. Yeah. Hunting horn. Okay. Hunting horn was okay. It was just like the hammer. It was fine underwater. Yeah, so really the dual blade and the sword and shield were the ones that suffered the most. They were just bad underwater. Yeah. So there were two very bad weapons. The rest were decent enough. Some were great, some were decent. None was terrible except dual blade and sword and shield. But yeah, that's what I feel. All right, so what's the next monster we fight today, guys? I'm okay with the monster moving fast and player moving slow because we're honestly getting too good. Like, hunters are getting a lot stronger. Monsters aren't really getting that much stronger. Well, they are. Like, in World was the first time the monsters got a buff. Because one of my biggest complaints about Generations Ultimate was that the hunters were getting way too strong. And the monsters weren't getting stronger. Hunters were getting stronger, monsters weren't getting stronger. It was becoming trash. The Alatreon will come out on tomorrow, actually. Around this time tomorrow. Yeah, okay, so I'm guessing someone posted a quest. Let's go run that. Investigations. Oh, a gold Rathian. I'll take that. Alright, we'll do a gold Rathian. Then after this, we'll do... we'll do some guiding land stuff. Yeah, Clutch Claw is way too powerful. Yeah, it'll come out tomorrow. Well, the technical date is the 9th of July, but they use the time zone in Japan. Capcom used the time zone that's in Japan for this. And since Japan is usually like 11 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours even ahead of most places in the West, yeah, they get it early. Unless you're like across the pond like the UK, then you're like, it's 6 hours ahead of you. So put it like this. By this exact time tomorrow, I will be fighting Alatreon. Opinion on the Clutch Claw. My opinion on the Clutch Claw is that it is an extremely powerful weapon. Far too powerful than what it should be. It shouldn't be used to just blow monsters wide open. I like the use of it for like getting to different areas. I do like the idea of like jumping onto the monster and like getting the slinger pods and everything off of it, softening areas on the body to do a bit more damage or whatnot. But to like fling them into the wall and like get that hard knockdown, that's a little too much. In my opinion, if I was to change it but not like destroy it, I would make it to where every time you get one of those flint shot, I think it's flint shot, right? The flint shot super hard knockdown things, it would last just as long as have you ever like hit a brute wyvern with it? Like a brute wyvern like Andrew or like Devil Joe. Let's just say Andrew. I'm gonna say Andrew because I know this for a fact. Or like Brachytos. If you ever do it against a Brachytos or Andrew, you'll note that they don't stay on the ground very long. I don't know what it is, but the brute worms, they get right back up. They only stay on the ground for like a couple of seconds, and then they get back up. I feel like that should be the norm. It should just be a quick knockdown, they get back up. You know, so that way, like, using it isn't like super easy. You don't like get the super like extra hard damage and all that stuff. It's just kind of that. Yeah, and I feel like use it when the monster's exhausted, not when they're not enraged. But then again, some monsters get enraged all the time, but I still feel like it should be when they're exhausted, which is usually like maybe 2, maybe 3 times a hunt tops. Yeah, just do what they did with the flash pods. Flash pods were 1,000,000% broken back in the day. Like, the most broken thing in the entire game was flash pods. Like, it got to the point to where everyone ran 3 flash pods and flash bug. Like, now I have flash pods, but I don't really be using them because I know they're not that broken. But back in the day, they were incredibly broken to the point where it was, frankly, it wasn't that much fun anymore. But, if they were to do that with the flint shot, I'd be okay with it. It would make a bit more sense, in my opinion. Yeah, like for elders, you could only flint shot like twice or something. Yeah, flash pod on the Rathalos family, the Wraithy and the Rathalos, has always been curtains. That's facts. I just kind of feel like back in Vanilla World, it was a little more than just regular broken. Thoughts on underwater Yukonlos? It would work. It would work. Underwater Yukonlos would work. I like that as a prospect. I really do. I genuinely like that as a prospect. I'm not gonna pretend. But how he would play, though, that's a different story altogether. I'd have to really think about it. I had to sit down and think long and hard as to how he would actually hunt underwater. He wouldn't be completely underwater, mind you. It's just that it's one of those things where you can fight him underwater. He would probably have the infamous, in my opinion, the infamous ice and water blight. He could hit you with both with his beam at the same time, I feel. Especially underwater. So your stamina, oh yeah, that would be a great way to do it. Have him use his beam underwater, and it'd be a great way to slow you the hunter down because he himself is very slow. Because if you have water blight and ice blight, you deplete your stamina faster and your stamina takes longer to recover, slowing you down altogether. That's a great way. I like that. The gold and pink tail flip, aka the side flip, is actually kind of easy to dodge. Well, I'm not gonna say it's kind of easy, but in order to dodge it, you have to pay attention to the leg that they throw backwards. Okay, so before they do the side tail, they will like step back. If it's the left leg, you want to dodge to the right. If it's the right leg, you dodge to the left. I learned this a long time ago. Kind of cool though. I don't know if it still works, mind you. This was back in the olden times, but who knows? It worked for me. I got it to work. It was fine. Almost 100% not the same case anymore, but still. Normal laggy, I'd love for it to come back. But again, I don't really want to fight laggy without underwater to compensate. I mean, what is the point in fighting a water-based monster on land exclusively? That's the stupidest thing in the world. I kind of feel like having Yukonlos be like the test run for that underwater combat wouldn't be a good look, because Yukonlos is a tier 4 monster, so that's a little late. It's a little late in the game for that. So they should just make a new monster, like, or pull out a classic. Pull out my man Royal Ludroth. Bring Royal Ludroth back so that way he can teach people how to fight underwater, or even Gobel. That'd be sick to have Gobel come back. It would warm my heart to absolutely no end to have Gobel return. No, I don't think the defender weapons could be meta breaking, simply because they're, for the most part, designed to kind of get you on your way. So like once you're on your way, you don't need the defender weapons anymore. So I don't think so. Currently, they're meta breaking for like high rank and whatnot. They're literally the best weapons used in high rank and the like. So I get that, but as far as like G rank goes, nah. CNX, what do you mean? Would you mean like that's how they would have laggy fight in, let's say, this new Monster Hunter game? They would just basically make it Ivory laggy, kind of like how they did in Gen. Yo, Gen laggy is literally Ivory laggy. They, like, what they did was they were like, you know what, we could give them laggy, but we'd have to do underwater combat. So let's just like double down on Ivory and yeah, just do that. Just upgrade Ivory laggy and then call it laggy and then just put it in Gen. But that's not what I want. That is not what I want. If they're gonna bring laggy back, they had better bring back underwater combat. Like, anyone who's down for underwater combat, they're alright with me. Yo, your boy shooting you down. Let's go. Yeah, even though lag is both underwater and land, I don't want them to just like lean into one and forget about the other. I really don't like that. Either give us both or don't give us at all. That's my final stance on laggy right now. Either give us both or just don't even. Now you don't have to have Ivory laggy in the game. Just have lag in the game. Let him start off on the land or in the water or whatever. You have him go on land, go back in water, so on and so forth, you know. Let him pick where he wants to do what he does. Merc, I saw you, bro. When you left the room, I was like, man, my man about to go and do some dope stuff. So take care of yourself. Drop some stuff. I mean, if you have any prototypes of anything that you want me to see, let me know. Till then, enjoy yourself and take care. Yo, don't give me hope. Yo, if the returning monster was still Urigan, I wouldn't know how to act. I'd probably die. I would genuinely. Oh my god, don't say that. Wow. Imagining that the returning monster would be still Urigan. Yo, don't do that to me. I have a very fragile heart. But then again, if the returning monster is still Urigan, the reason why I love still Urigan so much is when it was Urigan. It's my favorite monster. But because he had the best Gunlance armor in the game, bar none. But Bracky has the best Gunlance armor in the game, bar none now. So I'm kind of at an impasse here. Yo, Velocidrone, that'd be silly. For you Raging Bracky, I liked For you Raging Bracky. Yeah, I would be the only one happy for still Urigan. For sure. Honestly, I didn't ask for Urigan to come into this game. But he made his way in here and I was happy for it. Yo, Vibranium Urigan, okay. Oh, you meant the Armor Reaper. Okay, fair enough. Oh, Reaper. Okay, you were thinking I was talking about For You armor. That's not what I'm talking about. Still, Urigan had the best Gunlance armor in the game. And then Raging Bracky armor came out. And by that I meant Raging Bracky for this game. So if still Urigan were to show up, I don't know where he would settle down in terms of the armor. Like, Raging Bracky armor and 4E, I don't care what the hell that had. Probably had a bunch of dumb skills. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one more hunt, guys. I got one more in me before I have to like set up and get ready for bed and stuff. And then I have to give you guys my final speech on some stuff I need to talk to you guys about. Ooh, a twin-headed monster? Word? That sounds like a lot of sauce to me, bucko. I'm for that. Ah, okay, Wilson. Well, thank you for coming through, Bren. I hope rather to hunt more in the future.
I've been waiting for you.
Thanks for running these quests with me. But Bull Drum does make a lot more sense, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you. In Iceborne, it does make a lot more sense. It's cold, so on and so forth. Every time I do this quest, I have to have what's it called? The blast resistance. I gotta have that, so I gotta change some stuff. So give me, there we go, anti-blast. Give me a second. Let me grab some of these and I'll be right there. Geology. Let's just stick it on there. I 100% don't think I even have one with those skills together. I doubt it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't have one. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Where is it? Anti-blast. Give me a second. I apologize. Anti-blast. Where's that last one? I don't need critical jewel right now. Let's just get more anti-blast. There we go. So we have 3 for anti-blast. Yeah, let's run it like this. Online was hated because it just wasn't as good as Frontier, honestly, and it wasn't made by Capcom themselves. And it was Chinese. It was a loaded deck. I mean, then again, the game wasn't that fantastic either. The game just didn't run as dope. Like, it was good, it just wasn't all that smooth. Like, if you were to play the game, I don't know if it's still on or up right now, but you would fight a monster. Perfect example is whenever you fought Devil Joe, whenever he would turn around, he would stop. Like, his whole like model would just freeze. 100% no movement. It was almost as if like he glitched. He would stand completely still, stock still for like half a second. every single time he turned around. Like, literally him turning around. He would, he'll face in one direction, do whatever, and if you run behind him, he had to turn around. So he would turn around and then freeze, and then attack again, then, so on and so forth. It was kind of whack. Like, that was the biggest instance of, like, the game not being crispy. And this was every single time he turned around. Every single time. Yo, underwater combat with turtles? That would be sick. I love that idea. I genuinely love that idea. I love that idea more than I thought I would initially like that idea. That is a very cool idea. Honestly, we just need more marine, like my man so eloquently put it. We need more marine monsters. I mean, Leviathans are cool, but we need more than that. Like, we need other things. We just need new. The word of the day is new, okay? Every time I get hit with that, I cry a little bit on the inside. Yo, if you get pinned by an underwater monster, your oxygen gauge just immediately gets depleted. And then now you're constantly losing health, and you have to like struggle to find a pocket of air or get back to the surface. That'd be pretty sick, actually. Okay. Bracky, chill, bro. Goodness. It's like every attack I choose is the wrong attack to do. Because he just whiff punishes me constantly. Hey, that's right, Granola Bar is a cuttlefish. He has an amazing battle. Like, just amazing battle. Yeah, I'd be down for more cuttlefish type monsters. Heck, okay, bring in more marine monsters. And then also bring in more snake wyverns. I'd be down for more snake wyverns. Yo, it'd be so sick if they brought Yama back. I'm down for a penguin monster in the next iteration. And I'm also down for a polar bear. Not like Arzuros. I mean an actual bear. Like, one that isn't all weak and lame. He could be like a tier 3 monster. He can go... But it has to be a polar bear. It has to be a polar bear. So he fights on land and also in the water a bit. Or like a proper gorilla. Not like Kongala or Lagonga. I mean like slow, big, burly, like smacks you very hard, like silverback gorilla. Yo, how did you just save that for both games, bro? That sounds harsh. A snake went for underwater. I'm also down. See, technically yes, but Lagombi is whack. We need something better than Lagombi. I know Lagombi technically fills that niche, but we need a little bit more than that. Ooh, SD card. Yikers. That's big. That's big sad, bro. My condolences. You know, a strong tier 3 kangaroo type. You know, let's try just different monster types. You know what I mean? Let's really lean into the whole new thing. I'm 100% with that. I always felt like you should always start with your best foot forward. So in the let's say we make this hypothetical 6th game, the 6th generation. That generation should be like 80-20 new old. Okay, you can have the common cases, you know, your Rathalos and Diablos and so on, but everything should just be new. Everything should be new, and it should be like wildly different. So that way you can be like, oh yeah, these are the new monsters of this area. They're different from the monsters in another area. They have to literally just be different. So having like a wholly new monster like a kangaroo type thing would be dope. Well, it wouldn't be wholly new. I mean, Great Macau does kind of exist, but you know. But yeah, Great Macau, but threatening, for sure. There we go. Oh no, come on, just do it. Run out of time. Oh, it's on this hand. Still works. Okay, good. I don't know, there's so much cool stuff that they could do with like a future iteration of Monster Hunter. I just really hope they really try to outdo themselves, you know? I mean, World, to be fair, World is a fantastic game. It's just once you get to the end of that game, that's when it starts to get a little boring, but that's just me personally. However, there's a lot to this game, and it's very good. It's a very good game. You don't ever like think that I don't think it's a good game. It's a fantastic game. You just need some work. It honestly just needs work keeping me hooked. Yeah, we just need more stuff. Like, okay, the problem with World was, like, everyone knows there was nothing but flying wyverns and fang wyverns. Flying wyverns, fang wyverns, brute wyverns. That was literally the only 3 types in this entire game. Tell me I'm wrong. There was like 2 bird wyverns, and the rest were fang wyverns, flying wyverns, brute wyverns. There was nothing else to offer. Like, they just didn't have anything else.
Make our lives so much easier. Let's finish up so they can get to it.
I want them to go crazy with a lot of things. A game where every monster is as cool and unique as Ignactor. Wow. Wow. Yo, what a game that would be. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. That moth monster idea is probably the best idea I've heard for a monster in like oh my god. That is probably like the single most greatest idea I've heard for a monster concept like ever. I'm not even pretending. I've heard lots of monster concepts. We've literally done nothing but talk about monster concepts all night, but that is probably the best one. Oh my goodness, that one is so good. Who do I think the returning monster would be? To be 100% honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. My actual opinions to who I think is gonna be Molten Tigrex. It'll be Molten Tigrex. The returning monster will be Molten Tigrex. I believe it to be so. If it's not Molten Tigrex, it's probably gonna be Yukonlos. And if it's not Yukonlos, it'd be a returning elder, and that returning elder, I honestly couldn't say who it is. We basically have every elder in the game thus far. I think the only one missing would be Shaguru Magala. Or maybe even Valstrax, but I kind of feel like Valstrax is pushing it. No, I don't really watch Godzilla movies. Like, me and monsters stop right after this game. I don't do anything else. I don't watch monster movies or anything like that. I did see the Godzilla movie, the AAA joint. I did see that one. The one that came out, I think, like 2 years ago or something like that. And the one before that one. Yeah, I did see that. Like, I know there's a huge dedicated following of people who watch the normal type of like Godzilla movies. I unfortunately am not one of them. Is this on PC? Unfortunately, no, this is on PS4. I usually tend to like have it in the title as to like what console I'm playing on at the moment, but we're currently playing on PS4. We'll probably do a PC stream soon though. We had 3 carts in that one area. That's impressive. Yo, if we get Dalmadur, that'd be sick. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That would be beyond sick. I would be floored if we get Dalmadur. But unfortunately, we have to wrap it up for the night, though, guys. I started way later than I would have liked to, honestly. I apologize for that. We started way later than I'd like, and then I have to prepare myself for work in the morning. So you have to forgive me, but I have to do what I have to do. When will we be back? That is a good question. If you guys, I'm be real. If you guys want me to stream more on YouTube, you're gonna have to like let me know. I only do what you guys want, so that way you guys always have what you want from me. But we could do some more YouTube stuff. So videos coming out in the future. So the first video that you guys will see from me will be an Alatreon video. We will do an Alatreon video in the standard vein of how we used to do the monster deck style of videos. The next video after that will be, it'll be 2 type of videos, probably depending on like timing, but I want to do top 5 least favorite Elder Dragons, and then backdoor do a top 5 favorite Elder Dragons. Of course, have both sides of the same thing. Also, I want to do, there's a video that I'm still working on, top 10 monsters that I just want erased. Now, they're not monsters that I don't like. I just kind of, I put it like this because it's monsters that, it's a combination rather, of monsters that I don't like and monsters I feel like are just useless, or monsters that just shouldn't exist anymore. Stop bringing this monster back kind of thing. We still have the Generations Ultimate Gauntlet. The Generations Ultimate Gauntlet is a video where we fight every single monster and put it in one video. Me and a friend, we just kind of sit there. And it's cool because it's just friendly banter while we hunt for an incredibly long amount of time. The video will be about 3 hours long, so I guess look out for that. It's almost done. We have 15 more monsters to fight, and then we're done with the gauntlet. We've killed every monster. I think another thing that we will probably do is after we finish Alatreon and get all these other videos knocked out, maybe once the gauntlet videos get knocked out, I will start uploading fighting game stuff to the channel. Just nothing super serious, just some stuff just for kicks and some giggles, you know what I mean? And I think lastly, we'll do categories of, we'll do a top 10 categories, if you will. So it'll be top 10 Brute Wyverns, top 5 Brute Wyverns, top 10 Brute Wyverns, whatever. Top 5 Flying Wyverns, Bird Wyverns, Leviathans, Elder Dragons, or whatever, you know, that kind of thing. And then these will all be favorites, of course. I'm not going to put any more best videos out there because people are kind of touchy, but I kind of feel like I should have told you guys what my plans are for the future, and that's what we're looking at. It's going to be a lot of top 5, top 10 videos. I like making those kind of videos, honestly, and they're kind of unique topics to talk about. So with that being the case, I just want to say thank you all so much for coming today. If you have any other ideas, as to what kind of videos you would like to see. It doesn't have to be a top 5 or a top 10 video. It could just be any type of video idea you have. Feel free to put it in the comment section of literally any video on my channel. Just, if you don't tell me what you want, you don't get what you want, kind of thing. Tell me what you want and you get what you want. One person asked me to stream today. One person asked me to stream today, and here we are. So one person can request a video and we can make that video come into fruition. And I think lastly, I hate to do it, but all this 3rd generation talk, all this underwater combat talk, if you want to support your boy and also support the 3rd generation, we have merch. It's somewhere, I think in the chat or on the screen, or I don't know where they put it, but we have merch. I have this new design called 3rd Gen Drip. It's pretty dope. I kind of like it. If you want to get you some of that, you totally can. And that's all I got for you guys. Oh, the Discord plug. If you want to join the Discord, here, I'll give you the link to the Discord. How do I... Yeah, wait a minute. There you go. If you want to join the Discord, there you go. Alright, what we got? When are we hunting on Xbox? Reaper... sometime this week. That's all I can say for certain. Sometime this week. I just don't know exactly when. I have to find a day that I'm not busy as hell. A video for Monster Concepts. Okay, we can bash that out. And the streams are fun. Okay, so we'll do more streams. The video on Monster Concepts, I'll have to talk with a couple of the people, get some ideas flowing. Maybe take a couple of you guys under my wing, throw you all in the Discord server, and we chat up a huge storm of concept ideas, and then I can make a video about it. So yeah, if you want to like help me make that Monster Concept ideas, join the Discord server, get to chatting with me, and we can make it happen. But yes, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for coming and kicking it with me tonight. It's been wonderful. Remember, merch and the Discord server. I'm really trying to sell. I haven't sold a single shirt. I'm trying to sell a shirt. I'm really trying to push it here. Yeah, paid a lot of money for that design. I kind of want to at least get a shirt off. Nevertheless, I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Video soonish. How soon? Don't know, but soon enough. Take care. It's been your boy. Peace.